Okay, fifth graders, starting 12-5 here, and this is, we're converting metric, and this time it's not units of length, but units of capacity. So we're talking about liquids here. And in this section, it's kind of nice, they're only using two units of capacity, and that would be liters and milliliters. And there's 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. And so when you're doing the conversion, you're simply going to be either multiplying or dividing by 1,000 here. And so I'm looking down at box B, it says Susan has 1.875 liters of water. How many milliliters is this? And you should be familiar with this by now. So if we're converting, we're going from a larger unit to a smaller, you multiply. And if we're going from a smaller unit to a larger unit, you would divide. And you've been hearing this for, I don't know, probably a week or so by now. A week or more by now. So in this first one here, and back to box B, it says find 1.875 times 10 to the third. So 10 to the third, that's the same thing. 10 to the third is the same thing as 1,000. So if you're going to multiply something by 10 to the third or by 1,000, you're going to move the decimal 3 points. And you can see that's what they've done here. They've moved the decimal from right after the 1 to behind the 5. And then over here, what have we got? We've got, we're dividing by 1,000. And so divided by 10 to the third, well, again, that's the same thing as 1,000. And so you move the decimal 3 places, but this time you're moving the decimal to the left. So in 3,500, 3,500, where's the decimal? It's right there. And so if we move it 3 places over, it's between the 3 and the 5, and that's what they've done there. So they have a little chart here that may be useful to you that I went ahead and filled out, and again, we've done a few of these. And so let me move this up so we can see it as we do a couple of these problems here. I'm going to make that a little bit smaller. There we go. Should fit nicely right there. Okay, so let's look at the convince me, and I did that one already. It says order these measurements from greatest to least. So from the largest to the smallest, and explain how you decided. Well, you could do it a couple ways. I mean, you could convert them all to liters, which is what I did, or you could have converted them all to milliliters. So 2,300 liters is 2,300 liters. Now, 500 milliliters is 0.5 of a liter. Well, how do I know that? Well, 500 milliliters. Where's the decimal in 500? It's right there. And so if we're converting from, look at this, smaller to larger, we're going to move the decimal, because we're dividing, 3 places to the left. So where's the decimal go? 1, 2, 3. It's right there. So it becomes, as I wrote down here, 0.5 liters. And you can see what I've done with the rest of those. 3,000 milliliters. Again, 3,000 milliliters. Where's the decimal in 3,000? It's right there. If we move the decimal 3 places over, 1, 2, 3, it becomes 3, or just 3 liters, which is what I have here. And I did not put them in order. I'll let you guys do that. Okay, let's go down to the guided practice. And I'm only going to do a couple of these because I think you guys shouldn't have too much of a problem with this. Let's look at number 7. So number 7, what do we have here? We have 0.027 liters, and we need to convert that to milliliters. So we're going from larger to something smaller. So what do? We divide. I'm sorry, we multiply. So I'm going to go back to this. And we multiply by what? By 10 to the third, which is the same thing as 1,000. So if we multiply anything by 1,000, we're moving the decimal 3 places. So we're going to move it 3 places. 1, 2, 3. So 0.027 liters is the same thing as 27 milliliters. All right, let me do number 12 now. So we have 13 liters. Where's the decimal in 13? It's right there, 13 liters. And so we're going from a larger unit to a smaller unit. So we're going to multiply again by 1,000. So we have to move the decimal 3 places. Or we could just look at it as we're just going to add 3 zeros. So that becomes 13,000 milliliters. All right, so there's 2 examples of going from larger to smaller. I should probably do one the other way around. How about number 19 down here? Let me move this down a little bit. Number 19. So 0.85 milliliters. So we're going from smaller to larger. Well, here's 85. Where's the decimal? It's right there. How many places are we moving the decimal? 3 places. 1, 2, 3. It looks like we're going to have to add a 0. So 85 milliliters is 0.085 liters. All right. Okay, let me highlight a couple of these for Classcraft. How about number 6? And number 14. And then on the last page, in the problem solving, how about number 25? You guys can do 25 for me. How many players will the water jug serve? Looking to see if any of these are going to be a problem. I don't think so. I'm just going to let you guys go through these. In fact, I'm going to highlight one more. How about number 24 also? All right, give those a shot, you guys. Again, we're just converting milliliters and liters. Just two steps. Either you're multiplying by 1,000 or you're dividing by 1,000, and that right there should help you quite a bit. Okay, that's it. And I'm obviously gone today. So you guys can work on this after you watch the video, and then we will grade this on Wednesday morning. That's it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.